But I want you to see how beautiful these two are together before I take it off. This is our showstopper. Unbelievable, and this is this lapis piece. So if I were to come into a room and say hello to you, I'd be happy to meet you, and you saw this combo, or quite frankly, just this, what would you think? You'd be like, oh my gosh, she spent a fortune on that. I did not, and you did not. $79.90, and it's a clearance price, $100 off. So Jay, let's just talk about the quality of the lapis. I think that's really the key.
Number one, look at, that's exactly the number one thing. Look at the quality of the lapis. You have that dark blue. You've got a little bit of lazuli in it, so iron pyrites. Overall, just a super high quality. It's kind of dulled out the way that they've got on that background there, but if you see it, like on Suzanne, if you see how it sparkles and it shines, you can see it here. This is a better shot far away from it. Okay, you can see where you look at any little motion with this. Look at it sparkling gleam.
Look at that.
Do you realize the grade of lapis that you have to actually facet it? It has to be really super dense, super hard, so that you can actually cut it and facet and make it sparkle like that. Lapis material right now, especially anything that's blue like this, this year I've been on 2 lapis buying trips. You're looking at lapis that probably I bought 3 years ago, maybe as much as 5 years ago. But the same thing that was happening to me on turquoise, where I got more going out the front door than I got coming in the back door, which is not a good thing, because eventually you're not going to have any more material. Same thing's happening with me with lapis. This year I've been on 2 buying trips, 2 lapis buying trips. I've bought so far about less than 5% of what I normally buy.
Does that make you a little nervous?
Less than 5, well, a lot nervous actually, because I mean we're burning through a really good material. Now that's not that I didn't see a ton of lapis. I did. I mean, oh my gosh, I probably saw 3 or 4 times what I've ever seen before, but we didn't buy any of it. I mean, less than 5%. It just wasn't even the quality. I wouldn't even, the quality, I wouldn't even say it was B's. It was more like C's and D's
so
on the
really
rough. So, and what it is everybody's just, there's no lapis. So everything that they're showing you now that they're bringing to the yards and everything for you to look at and that they're bringing in is all the junk, that they really, they're more, bigger pieces. They're meant more for, who's buying that is like for carvings and stuff, people that do cheap carvings, but it's not jewelry grade. So there'll be a point in the near future, if things don't change, where you'll see very little lapis from me. And you probably will never see a necklace this big. And I guarantee you, you would never see it at this price, ever, because you couldn't even, this wouldn't even cover the cost of the rough material.
Oh my gosh, and again, it comes in 18 inches. You've got a lot of room to work with. There's your sterling silver extender in the back. So again, you're gonna go 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, you guys are loving it. We knew you would. This is such an incredible, incredible value. $100 off, and by the way, that's our normal price. The appraised value is $260. So under 70 or under 80, 5 flex pays while Jay's here, which is great. You can get this home for right around $16 if you want to use flex. Also, we're going to show you the information on this gorgeous lapis bracelet. It's so pretty. So if you're asking about that, we'll try to show you that in a moment. But I'd like to get Marilyn in Missouri on the air. Hi, Miss Marilyn. You're on with Jay.